When people hear stories of success through tragedy, it gives them hope. And it also reminds them that there are good establishments and people in our community that are worth keeping and donating to.
The shelter was providing volunteers and staff 13,400 hours just dedicated to the response to the fires, and 4,500 animals also evacuated and cared for.
Okay, my name is Jan Allen.
My name's Lori Aguas.
My name is Joelle Jacobs.
My name is Bernetta Hutchinson.
And I live in Boulder Creek.
I live in Boulder Creek.
And I live in Bonnie Doon.
I've been living in Boulder Creek for 22 years before I lost my house.
They literally had to flee their homes in the middle of the night.
Sirens and honks and horns come flying down my driveway.
Around 5:30 p.m., we heard a helicopter overhead.
There was one fire truck with one single siren just going woo.
I saw flames behind my neighbor's house, and I knew it was time to evacuate. So it was a really traumatic, very scary time.
I had like 10 minutes to get out. I grabbed my 2 dogs and I couldn't get my 3 parrots.
It took us about an hour to get out of the house because we have 2 cats, 2 dogs, and a bunny.
The sheriffs were on the street knocking on people's doors, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to leave my ghosts. And I can hear them, and they're calling to me because they're scared and they don't understand what's going on.
I have 8 little dogs, little Maltese and Yorkshire Terrier. I got the mom and the dad and all the kids. So we got 4 in one kennel and 4 in the other kennel, put them in the back of my Toyota 4Runner. I slept with the clothes on my back.
I heard a lot of thankfulness from people whose houses that had burned down. I think they had a lot of grace.
And that's when I called my vet, and they said to take him over to the animal shelter. So I called the animal shelter and they told me to bring him over right away.
I knew that me and my kids and my cats and my bunny and all the dogs couldn't stay in a small hotel room. So I looked online at Boulder Creek neighbors, and a lot of them were saying, that you can take your dogs to the animal shelter.
And I just couldn't leave. And my sister found the equestrian evacuation. A man and a woman, these people are amazing. They came after everyone was gone. They drove into the fire to rescue people's animals.
I mean, who was going to take in me and 8 dogs? And so I ended up calling, the Santa Cruz Animal Shelter. And the first thing they told me, the volunteers told me, is that don't worry about your babies. We're going to give them a lot of love and care and attention, and they're going to be all right.
These little gestures that the shelter was able to offer in support meant the world.
It was like my life. I didn't want to lose my parrot.
It meant a lot because we didn't know how long it would be when we would be able to go back to work. If our house, in the first week, we didn't know if our house survived, how our neighborhood was. There was no way to get any information. So that, to me, was the best peace of mind that I could have had, knowing that they were safe somewhere.
It meant everything. It meant that I could save my own life and leave the mountains, because I couldn't just leave them. When you love an animal, you're not going to it's just very difficult. And so I would say, they saved my animals, but also they made it safe for me because I wouldn't have left.
It meant everything. Because when you don't know if you have a home to go back to, and you don't know where you're going to go, because you have to if I didn't take care of myself, I wouldn't have been able to take care of them.
It was extremely gratifying to be in touch with hundreds of people who were so grateful at every level.
Oh, I just highly recommend them to, whoever needs help or anything. I mean, I can't say enough for those people down there.
Just thank you so much for all you did for us. I really appreciate it.
I just have so much gratitude for everyone that helped. Everyone has got such big hearts, and they're such kind people. I was very impressed.
They gave my whole band fur babies exceptional care. They did. And I'm just forever grateful.
So it's been tremendous, the amount of positive impact that the shelter has offered during this difficult time.
Just always be here for us because we need you. We do. And the community, the way people were donating beds and food and everything, it was so beautiful to see. All I know is I'm just grateful. I'm overwhelmed of the love and the kindness that the Santa Cruz Gives Animal Shelter gave my fur babies.
It just gives you hope to know that there's people in the community that care. I would say that they're lifesavers, and I would say that we can't do without them.